grab your popcorn, grab your decapitated head, get your butter, get your bag of blood. This is the 2022 edition of the 31 Days of Dread, where Peter A. DeLuca, aka Pad, your boy here, the film buff, does one horror movie a day, and that's me talking. I'm your host. I'm not a vampire. I'm almost a zombie because I've just been doing nothing but watching these movies so I can discuss them all with you. But here it is, the 31 Days of Dread. Everyone, I am so excited to bring you these movies. We're doing modern day horror for the first time ever. We're barely even going to hit 2021. We're going to focus on 2022. So roll over in that coffin and let's go. We have Barbarian and we have Barbarians. Both films came out within this calendar year. Both films, pretty well hyped, but everything is directed towards this one. Now, Barbarians will be discussed with our next episode. AKAPADers, what is happening? I'm Peter A. DeLuca here, the film buff. This is year 6 of the 31 Days of Dread, where we love and admire and roll around in one horror movie a day for the entire month of October. Now, for this October, so much has happened. The 9 to 5 major projects that was supposed to have been completed in July, August, at the 9 to 5 are being raced to be completed now. It's madness. So, I'm steering that ship. We're getting it done. I've had a big rebranding effort. I've been just shooting YouTube content and not releasing it. I've been delaying all my live streams. It's your boy here, your film buff. Everything's upside down. But hey, we have horror. And boy, it's so much. Again, I will keep saying it. Everything will run through horror. We have, Zach Kreger. He's not a new name. Again, we keep repeating ourselves. He's not a new name to Hollywood. He's not a new name to film production. But he's pretty much new when it comes to directing. He's got some weight underneath his belt. He directed Miss March, which I did see. That's like the Playboy rom-com. Miss March and the what's the other one? There's the Playmate, right? Or the one with Anna Faris. But either way, I love all the Playboy comedies. Miss March is one of them. Miss March, can I say it? Is fantastic. I recommend it. But we're really talking about this. This is a movie that he's writer-director. It's a movie that is somewhat of as all horror should do. It holds the mirror up to ourselves on 3 fronts, by the way. The Me Too movement, cancel culture, motherhood, and Airbnb. This movie is a commentary on bad Airbnb investments. That's almost what the point of this movie is. It's also a little bit on the depreciation of some areas. Detroit, I'm looking at you. Keep in mind, the environment this movie could have taken place in West Philly. I also live in Philly, by the way, my AKA Padders. So Barbarian, I was on top of it. It hit every single YouTuber. Every single YouTuber loved it. High praise. This is the horror movie. More movies should be made like this. More movies should just drop where you know nothing about them. These are all, I'm quoting YouTubers here. So what do we have? Well, we almost have 3 separate short films smashed into one. It's a little bit of like that Pulp Fiction. Things are not linear, but not confusing. Georgina Campbell, that's our heroine. That's our final girl. Justin Long from the Apple commercials. Justin Long is also, whatever he's in, he's just the best. Shout out to Justin Long. But the real star, it's not going to be the concept. It's not going to be the execution, the acting. You guys know what's coming. The music. Anna Drubach. She is a master, and I hope she's rewarded. I mean, give her a Academy Award nomination. The music saves this movie. It really does. And not saying that this movie needs saving. It's there. It's tense. We have a backstory. We kind of have a serial killer. We get all of these things. But essentially, the movie is a girl goes to an Airbnb and all hell breaks loose. Okay? Now, it involves tunnels. It involves a superhuman zombie woman who wants to be a mother. And that's unexplained of how this person is superhuman, can run through walls, can fall from a water tower, can get run over by a car, and live. This is where the movie breaks. But it does, it brings you in two areas. The first area is they didn't explain it. WTF. It takes me out of the movie. Okay? Okay. Number two is, does all horror have to be explained? And you guys would guess, like, I would go towards the latter. The best horror is unexplained. But here's the caveat. Our writer-director here, our Zach boy, who I just want to make more movies, by the way, because he is talented. Shout out to Zach. We attempt to explain it, people, in some weird way, and that's where it's lost. You could have kept it, and we could have known less. But we do have a very odd flashback, a little bit of a backstory being built, but it doesn't take away from the horror in front of us. And this is where, like, you're torn just as an audience member of, like, what are you owed in the experience? But the movie, it's fun, it's fast, it's visceral. You question things along the way. I'm not really sure where Barbarian, the title itself, comes from. So I kind of don't like that also. But the film is an experience. It's a horror experience, and it's expertly made. And because of that, I can't recommend it enough. It's a proper 2022 inductee in the 31 Days of Dread, so congrats. And let's move on. Let's just get to Barbarians, plural, and talk about that one. The future of film is horror, and thanks for all of that, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me. Getting back to my point there. The future is horror. The future of cinema is horror. So everyone here, and I've never, ever, in all these years, I've never made this request. But everyone that we highlight, every single filmmaker, male, female, ghoul, goblin, you know the drill. But check them out. Find them on a streaming platform. I usually highlight how I watch these movies, on which platform, even if I rented it or bought it, so you guys know a little bit of the price range. It's important that we support all of these movies and all of these filmmakers because they are the future. The future is horror. Thanks for hanging out.